Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. I know, it's been a whole night and day, essentially, give or take an hour or so, and I finally get to play again. And it occurs to me that there's a lot of buildings down there that look like they may be outside the city limits, if that is a large bridge leading into the city. And this, there's some achievements related to something called Worm's Crossing or Wyvern's Crossing. And Karlach is wearing that amulet to do with the Mad Monk. And he wishes for it to be delivered to his daughter or niece or stepdaughter or something. And when I've seen people playing this game on Steam, their location is displayed. It'll be like out in the wilderness or in the Shadow-Cursed Lands or something. You know, it's a generic location, not a specific one. But this Worm's Crossing or Wyvern's Crossing, I've seen a lot of people playing in this area for a long time, so I suspect, yeah, absolutely do not wish to do with this. Now, I did say last time I might look into a few mods to change Shadowheart's appearance now that she has changed her appearance to be a bit more realistic with regards to cutting her fringe longer. I haven't done that yet, and probably, like the mindflayer powers, I should resist the mods, at least for this first playthrough. Now where, oh where, oh where? Here. She lives at the Open Hand Temple in Worm's Crossing. If we find something that obviously looks like a temple, where there are many monks praying, you know, if they've all got shaved heads and they're wearing orange robes, for example. Orange robes, well, it's orange and red robes. It's basically orange with red. Is it a red underrobe or like some red detailing? Anyway, if we do come across such an obvious place, we should fetch Karlach from our camp. Now, the road behind us extends back for a bit. It's already considered explored, but we may wish to explore around here at some point in time if we are able. We have mushrooms. We should be aware that Jaria is close to her encumbrance limit at all times. After I finished recording last time, I did click on Shadowheart to see if I could refresh her portrait, and a conversation came up. I got out of it pretty quickly, but I'll probably have that conversation with her at some point, but at a more natural. Let's just meander down this road, shall we? Past this broken cart.
Moving ahead.
And this broken wheelbarrow. This must be a hard, rocky road if it breaks so many wheels. I see people up ahead. And some kind of resting point here, which would appear... Hello, is there someone... No. Rivington.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum.
Oh no. Quick, we need to muffle our nose and go, bing bong! And come to reception, please. Come to reception, please. Come to reception, please. Thank you. Bing bong! Again, it's like, fuck off, you wanker. Either learn to use a microphone properly or get someone else to do it. Every bloody sports centre in the 1980s, if you went to any of them, or even early to mid 1990s, you know exactly what I mean. The announcement where they would completely butcher and mumble the name of the person they were trying to get the attention of every time, and the only word you could make out would be, "Come to reception, please." Okay. What's your name?
Yenna, and my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Oh, blimey. Look, let's find the nearest temple. They can help you, I'm sure.
That's the first thing I did. Mum always said to look for a temple if I needed help. But they said they couldn't help me. Because of the circumstances. That's what they said.
Right. He said Emery, didn't he? Which sounds like a man's name. Oh joy. Well, if she was looking for herbs, there's what appears to be a small herbalist's, but it's like right here, right? Right here. Where someone might have... Oh, there may be... I don't want to steal their things, but there may be some manner of note indicating who was here and what they were up to and where they were going next. And yes, I'm aware that big healing potion is very useful. Well, probably just buried treasure. I don't see an easy way up. Not enough space and path interrupted. You really don't want to let me up there. So be it. But now I have an excuse for running around here looking for the boy's mother. Instead of just heading down into the town. These look like areas I won't be able to do very much upon. And at some point there's... Oh wow, just map edge. Got it. I was aware we'd hit a point of no return. Just not quite how abrupt it might... I didn't know if they'd put the camp on that edge of the map or not. Probably not, because we can always just fast travel to it. Even though fast travel is cheating. Well, he doesn't seem to have gone far, so if we find anything about his mother, maybe we'll know. Excuse me. Can't interact with these two. How about any of... Okay, these, yes.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Sorry to hear that.
Nearly there now.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Oh, she's Scottish. Right, boy,
Nearly there now.
why can't I...
You can see the
There we
city.
go.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Oh boy, I'm afraid your hair is see-through. There's something wrong with that. Something very...
Nearly
What's
there
this
now.
say?
You can see the city.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Aha!
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
No interactions again. There appear to be a lot of dispossessed people here, but hello.
But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You'll have
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
That looks awfully similar to where we camped. Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
Oh. Right, yeah. I mean, she's delightfully Welsh, but apart from that, so the cultists have made a false assault so that the Duke, what's his name, from the town, can use his army to repel the cultists, the Steel Watch, and then tell the city, look, you need us. Steel Watch. Is that some sort of fancy new rank of City Watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
This does look similar to where we camped. Just saying. We must have missed the battle entirely.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coins.
How many red caps?
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
Actually, it's exploitative.
Never much, just a teensy investment.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
Think about it.
It's be shield dwarfs, right?
No coin and nothing to do.
Oh, gold dwarfs, okay.
The possibilities are endless. One of our red cap
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
They are murderers.
Why were these particular red caps caged?
We had an unfortunate incident involving a child's fingers.
Attacked a child. You should have killed the little monsters.
They were provoked.
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seemed bothered by it.
So it seems there's a circus in the
How many
area.
red caps are missing?
More than a handful. Less than a
How many
Uh-oh.
red caps are eaten?
Do you think Dribbles will have his
I can see where this is. A few coins to come look at the disabled freak monster. The principal sniffer.
But the creepy monster thing.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
Gale? Interested? I've never heard of an extraplanar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
Do you have any gifts, Sarai? Miniature giant space hamsters? Oh, there was some other really weird things in Spelljammer, weren't there? Not now. Maybe later.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Again, a lot of people here I can't interact with, and I'm imagining they'll be... Gethin, that's a man's name. And that's a man. You... Are they all all Welsh names?
Don't take kindly to
Any of the refugees give you hassle, come to us. We know how to handle them.
Sounds dodgy.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
Dad says there's already too many refugees, and the city can't hold any more. We've got to keep them out.
Well, that's as may be. You see, that's a really tricky question, because
When's it gonna stop?
too many refugees is a very possible thing. There's only so much space you can cram people into. That can't be good. Better get out of the road.
Felt like an earthquake. As if I didn't have problems enough already.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance. Your mother would kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them. Right.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
Well, that's not a Welsh accent. It's more like Yorkshire or Lancashire. How will you know my perfect weapon?
I provide a personalised service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
With a prayer that they may pass from this life in peace. Slowly and painfully, I like to see the fear in their eyes. Quickly and efficiently, I don't want anyone to suffer. Depends who I'm killing and how much they piss me off. Let's make them bleed to sever arteries, tear flesh, to make them scream! Don't see what any of this is doing with me buying with it. We'll go with this.
I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel?
Powerful, untouchable, unstoppable. A deep sadness. I take no enjoyment in it. Relieved usually. It's kill or be killed and I intend to survive. I'm not going to take this one this time. I'm going to go with this.
I can see it in your eyes, though. You can't help feeling a tingle of pleasure all the same. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you?
I would never kill someone I cared about, but perhaps, if there was no other option.
There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Where are you? You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
You were attacked by a doppelganger. She was impersonating you, not me. Oh, actually, no. When she attacked him, she probably was impersonating me.
Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
So, I did want to say, with the scene... Right, first off, I liked the fact that the surface of her flesh was shifting like oil in water, as if it was unstable, and she was having difficulty maintaining a form. I don't like the way she revealed herself in the previous cutscene, but we were not privy to. It didn't make any sense that we were seeing it. And she did it right in front of essentially a servant. A hired artist, but still, who fled the scene and was allowed to flee the scene. So she didn't care that anyone witnessed it. She was just playing a trick on Lord Gortash. It does mean she's unstable and doesn't care too much for consequences. And we may be able to use that against her at some point. I know it's hard to believe, but you really were attacked by a doppelganger. You must have been attacked by my twin. She's a real handful. Try it and you'll be smiling without teeth for the rest of your life. Look, you had a blow to the head. Are you sure you remember correctly? That is gaslighting, though. Hallucinations, irritation, anger. These are symptoms of a serious head injury. Right. This is harder. We have a smaller bonus, but it may be easier because it's a specialized skill. I'm going to go with this. Not saying it would be... Yeah. I could do with some help here. Game does not like me tonight. Fortunately... So I need at least a 7. I can try again. That can't do it. But it depends what the D4 rolls, but basically no. I'm in a fairly safe environment, so I might as well blow these now while I can. There we go.
Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
Maybe another day then. It would be nice to trade with him, but now is probably not the time.
I've barely enough coppers left to eat, let alone buy papers.
So I was going to say it seems that we can't interact with them when they are moving. But then, when the moving ones stand still, we can't interact with them either.
Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans for you.
So be it.
Didn't whatever birthed you tell you not to stare?
Must be the circus folk. Hello.
If you don't get out of there, The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
And he's Irish.
Denuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Look, can everyone just calm down? Explain your disagreement, and we'll find an accord.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it, unlawfully.
Look, we needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake.
Okay. And what have you said to say, good sir? Look, these people have unlawfully entered his home and they're occupying it. If everything we've heard so far is true. This man has not denied it, right? He's admitted they are squatters. So Mr. Gregorio's right. Your presence here is unlawful. It's his choice if you stay. However, it is a big house and he doesn't need to stay here on his own. Is there any chance that Gregorio could employ these people as servants around his house? The thing is, he'd resent them constantly for this, for being forced into this situation. Is that it?
It gets cold out there at night, Mr. Gregorio. My kids will get sick. Please, we'll stay out of your way. We just need a roof.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Look, time is money, and I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you.
This is risky because we're out of inspiration, but we shall try. Oh, for God's sake. This isn't going to end well. Okay.
You cast some kind of fill magic on me.
Just a little magic trick. Nothing malevolent about it, I assure you.
Do you think me a fool? Zenobia, that was an attempted assault on my person. Time to do what I paid you for.
I suppose you're right. Come on, boys. Let's beat that magic out of them.
Okay. You know what? We don't want to hurt you. But if we must, we shall. Yeah, that's not good. Look, we're gonna have to stop that. I didn't ask for this, but I should keep this little fellow busy.
Strike true.
Don't want him to scarp her. No, we're not going to poison him. We're only trying to subdue. Right. Wait, is this supposed to be Dog the Bounty Hunter and his mates? We've got Zenobia Dog. We've got stupid guy with long blonde hair shaved at the sides. Like that character in South Park who was like Dog's best friend, who was like based on. It may actually be the case. Look, sorry about this. Really sorry. But you're a problem.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Now look. Again, we apologize. Now this is going to get really... Right. If we can talk to him afterwards and still throw out the refugees, he won't be expecting that at all. Typical. Thing is, if he can run off and escalate this, it gets much worse. We need to contain the situation. Dissonant whispers. Yeah, we don't like being scared. Uh-oh. Okay. Right. Leave it. Okay. 60-foot range. Okay. Unfortunate. Should have cast Entangle on the one running away. We'll go for the energy attack. He's really escalating this. Okay, we've got to counter again. We're going to have to rest after this. This is getting ridiculous. Oh well. We rolled a 1. It happens.
Your time has come.
You know what? Seems reasonable. For what it's worth. Interesting. Oh, great. Now, take the attack of opportunity. Keep going.
You won't be hurting for long.
Like I said, keep going. Throwing a level 1 heal.
The witching hour.
Right, look, we don't like this at all. What fun things do we have? Right. This is an emergency. There we go. Okay, lady, just minor attacks, I know. Get those critical hits. Okay, you are hitting far too often, lady. And he likes throwing things far too much. Yeah, come out together. We really don't want that. Man, he's not even an abjurer. Okay, look, this is starting to become bothersome. There we go. I really don't want to... Okay. Let's just check. Don't want to damage the property. There we go. Sorry about that. We are still on non-lethal damage, aren't we? And it still doesn't say how hostile she is. Well. Tried. Don't do it. Don't go poisoning an innocent. Look, you've really got to stop doing this. I wonder. Maybe don't throw a whole person spell on him. He's low enough on hit points, but there may be alternate methods. That would be one of them. Problem is, now that they have attacked us, if we beat them, he'll probably just run away and let these people keep the house. It's his home. No, you really don't get that. Go for level 2. And cycle around a little. Okay, here's what we need. Sorry about this. Right. Not the fucking door bug again. Look, fuck off, game. He's right here, you stupid bastard shit cunt lying fuckwit. There. Oh, you fucking arsehole. Right, fine. So we have to go and close the fucking door and open it again just to be allowed to target the cunt. Because the door bug is cheating shit that lies.
Enough circling.
Nope.
Let's see what this does.
Okay, do it, Gale.
On my way.
Oakfather, ease my way.
Now, we bear you no ill will, sir.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
I'll deal with your squatters. Just make sure you have your purse ready. I don't like either of these. This is greedy. This is chuck him out of his home, basically.
Duh. But if that's what it takes to get them out of my house, fine. Get on with it.
Actually, I could give them money to leave, right? To go rent a room at the inn or something. More than he gives me.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next?
How did... I could not care less. Yes! Fuck you, Americans! I could not care less! If you could care less, then how much do you care? Ha ha! Right. How did you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
And now I can't give him money to stay at the inn. I understand. Let me talk to the owner of this place. Maybe I can help.
Make it quick if you can. I don't like the way he's looking at us.
Well, you stole his house.
You again. Did you need something?
Now we've reached a stalemate.
What's the word? Can we stay?
Here, take this. You'll be much better off at an inn than waiting to get chased out of here. And this is more than it'll cost for one night at the inn. Here's 100 gold.
I don't want to take charity from some stranger. But I will. For the sake of my daughter, thank you. We'll get going as soon as we've got our things together.
Right.
Finally, those awful squatters are gone. I can feel everything unclenching already. I've got so much to do now, I'd really better get on with it. Excuse me, would you?
Now there was talk of pay, but I don't want any from him. We need to get out of here so these people can recover. Now. Dead. So they were permanently hostile, even though we had non-lethal damage turned on.
At the ready.
That's annoying.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
And now we've been involved in a fray. Public assault. I mean, we weren't the ones who started it. But the law aren't going to care, they're just going to want someone to blame.
This is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Oh, what? Sorry? If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around. Meaning, there may very well be one here waiting for you. Or do you mean this barn? I'm thinking we should go and enjoy the level we gained.
That's curious.
What is something? Not the mushroom. Gale, you're kind of standing in my way there. Thank you. Oh, Gale. Think this will be a treat for you, my friend. I suppose we should head in. What? Something hidden in here as well? Yes. So many Scrolls of Cloudkill this playthrough. Okay. So no Sharon lookout at the barn. It should be noted that Shadowheart is still wearing Sharan armour. While she loads and detests it, if she wishes to infiltrate the outpost, or their den, keeping it on would be a good idea. That being said, I suspect there'll be far less infiltration and far more righteous indignation.
Very well. And I'm sure the Manef will deal with it.
Young lady, Shadowheart.
Baldurians! Stand
Hello.
with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
Right, that's true, but context matters. This is an emergency. Baldur's Gate is the most diverse city in all of... That doesn't matter. What matters is there's an evil army coming this way, killing everyone who stands in this way, and these people need protecting. Baldurian? Your accent's from Rivington. That hardly counts.
Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
Now, who said young lady Shadowheart? Ferg Droger.
Diseases! And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute. Back off and return to your homes. That's an
I
order.
see you.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Okay, there is a limit on name length. Look, it's getting a little late, so I may need to go to bed soon. I've got another early morning, third one in a row. I'm thinking we might as well go away and level before looking into this. I'm also thinking that Will and, of course, Karlach are going to have much stronger opinions on this refugee situation than Shadowheart or Jahiro.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
What do you get out of this?
To camp then. Now, I could have looted those mercenaries I beat senseless, but I'm not doing that just yet. And by leaving the area, if they are dead, their bodies have gone. Who the hell are you? And what do you... It's the boy and... cat? Ginger cat, okay.
Always nice to be wanted.
Okay, look, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna get some healing. Go about level 3, because we're probably gonna rest anyway. You know what? Everyone else is pretty good. Take that level. it might almost be worth speaking to all our companions to get how, you know, get a... Okay, Astarion is just made like, yeah, kick these people out, we don't need them. So, improved wild strike, 2 additional attacks after making an unarmed strike. Okay, so they really want to push spell slot, cantrip, nature's ward. You can't be charmed or frightened by elementals and fae. I presume at some point that may be a possibility. Disease and poison also no longer affect you. And wild shape Dilophosaurus. Not a dinosaur name I'm familiar with. Cantrips, no blade ward, will take guidance. Let's swap out Insect Plague for Wall of Stone. Conjure Elemental for Greater Restoration. Conjure Woodland Being we will exchange for... Yeah, just go Wall of Fire. All the walls. Sure. Nope. No game. No. We know the rules. We always do main character last when leveling.
Let's move. So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
Go for both. What do I know about doppelgangers? Not necessarily very much. Look, doppelgangers used to do a d12 damage with their bare hands in first edition and purple box, right? They punched like a two-handed sword, right? Well, not very much apparently.
Their origins are shrouded in mystery.
Time to embrace failure. Maybe I should play Disco Elysium at some point. That's a game about embracing failure. Unfortunately, I feel I've seen too much of it to... I mean, I could enjoy the randomness of a playthrough, but I feel I would know too much. I don't understand. Why didn't she just attack us? Wrong place, wrong time. Public, many witnesses. But she did want to get close to us, to meet us, to speak to us personally. She was testing us. She wanted to see if... She wanted to say, look, you're like us. Join me, be an evil, psychopathic, mass-murdering killer. Because that's what you always were all along. Why do you think she didn't attack us?
She's circling. Have no doubt of that. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government.
Yes.
Aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
Well, the documents we found indicated that Gortash wants to take over the whole thing for himself. Maybe she found the same letter we did. Hey, Karlak. You're not the deepest of thinkers, I know, but how do you... Alright, no need to keep punching the air. She likes to keep physically active.
Shifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust.
Yep.
Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
That dialogue line feels like it might have been written when she was still originally going to be a paladin. I'm not going to offer her the special tadpole. Nobody gets the special tadpole. The special tadpole is death. And we are not having it.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
We are nearing the city. Are you excited to return? Reluctant? A little bit of both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14, and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
Not going to call it a sheep. I don't feel much of anything, really. I think it's the tadpole numbing my senses. But no, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people within these walls, all in great danger. Of course I feel something. So the city and the people within it are dear to my heart. It's good to be here.
Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
And I've never heard Mastika pronounced Mastika before. Interesting. The game really wants me to push this transformation on people. It shall not be done.
Orin, Skvar, burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
At some point we will need to talk about Orpheus. Probably not when I'm covered in... Actually, no, you'd probably appreciate that. Let's leave it for now. I'm getting a marker over... Ah! Interesting. So our camp... still counts as being in the area, even though it's a separate area. The mirror is over there somewhere. I might as well... Well, no. Haven't used it yet. Anybody home? Doesn't look like it. Now let's see what we can do with this level. I almost want to take her gloves off to see if the mark on her hand is healed, but I imagine it will not yet be. Now, we're going to keep on keeping on, boldly on the path. However, show me more. Can also break enchantments that charm, frighten, or possess allies. Okay, yeah, this seems pretty important. Oh, what? Right. Do it again. That is a spell we should almost definitely prepare. What's this? Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. Sounds like it's something really serious. Okay, that's a lot of level 1s. Let's actually ditch Inflict Wound. Throw in Dispel Evil and Good, because spells have to somehow be alignment neutral now. And then cancel the level up. It's going to start trying to force on Jaria. Interesting. Her hairstyle is updated in the portrait, but not the colour.
No time to rest?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
Well, given that I was seriously contemplating sending her off to the magic mirror, maybe I'm not too fond of it. However, it's not about me. It's about her. It's not about saying. You know, it's about being like, okay, you know what? I can live with that. She's emotional and vulnerable at the moment. I'm not going to say it's the best thing since sliced bread. But hey, if it helps you put the past behind you, I'm all for it. If this is what you need to help distance yourself from your past.
I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate.
If I did send her to the mirror, what would I change? So, not very much, to be honest. It's obvious she likes keeping the length of her hair, and she likes having it high up, almost like a top knot. This metal headpiece was associated with her Sharan worship, but since Sharan and Saloon are the same, I suppose she could keep it if she wanted. But fringe was only this long, and a lot of those fringe hairs have turned into strands which are now suddenly this long, whereas these were kind of here already, really, so it's more of a parting. I might change her hair a bit, but what would I do? She clearly likes having the length at the back, swinging, but also restrained and feeling like she's in control of it. She likes having hair around her face, right? I might just play around a bit with mods in between episodes and see, but if we do, don't expect a massive change. You mentioned Shah's followers might be watching for us. Do you think we can use them to track down your parents?
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
So you don't even know where to go?
Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching.
I would still really like to know if one of the memories she has given up is the memory of her agreeing to have her memories suppressed. She's told us she volunteered to do it, but does she remember volunteering to do it? Or did they just tell her she volunteered to do it after they did it to her? What should we be looking for?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
So the other interesting thing about this is she still has her dark eyebrows, which is a very 1990s look, and the whole peroxide bleach blonde hair with black eyebrows, or dark brown eyebrows, and a little practically penciled on black or dark brown goatee if you're a man, was shit. And look, it was disgusting at the time. Virtually nobody liked it apart from stupid people.
You have my attention.
Gale, mate, it's magic time. New spells. Oh, what's he got here? Empowered evocation. Your grasp of evocation magic has tightened, and you can add your intelligence modifier to damage rolls with any evocation spells. Well, well, well. New cantrip. He does like to be a bit of a peacemaker and make friends. Spells. Level 5 spells. There only appear to be 2 available, and those are Dominate Person and Seeming. Disguise up to 4 members of your adventuring party. But Shadowheart has already been recognised. No. Okay, let's get some new things in here. Ditch Conjure Elemental. We'll grab... We got Wall of Stone with Jaheira already. Hold Monster. Sure. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we'll just go with that for now.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Well, there's plenty of it, but none of it's yours.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Ah, you await me now here. 1 hit point. When did that happen? Could have sworn he had more than that before.
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve.
Excuse me, foul shapeshifter. I've seen you turn into a bear on many an occasion. It must not be the shapeshifting part of her nature that he considers foul. Have you heard from Faniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I think I might like that, but not for the reasons you might think. Just, it would be good to see something good coming to this world.
Keeping very well, I hope?
I manage. What will you do now that your father's gone?
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life.
Glad to hear it.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Nothing special. Okay.
Light on my feet.
What is down here in this area? Looks like a stable. Now let's see what Astarion has to say about this matter.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer?
Indeed.
I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
What's this? A weapon on his hip. Like an actual proper weapon placement. This is brilliant! He'll probably go back on his bloody back after the conversation. I don't want to discuss the astral touch, Tadpole. Are you worried about Cazador finding out your back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
And how will you strike exactly? He won't be alone.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
And are you something he requires of that almighty power? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Because Astarion can't become a full vampire unless Cazador lets him. What happens if Cazador dies? Does Astarion become a full vampire? That is something we should bear in mind. Is our mirror hiding out here somewhere where we can't... Oh no, it's in there. Let's see. Oh, what?
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
The ink is still fresh and the letter is drawn in a careful hand. Hey, you! So, I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to my mother and father. I'm on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. And as far as I can tell, it's tugging me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm heading there first. Oh, shit. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget it. Arabella. That's all we need. Oh god, are we going to have her helping us in some final showdown? That's child endangerment. That's hardly the kind of thing a responsible adventurer should take part in. And it's just all the way at the back there with nothing else in the barn here at all. Who would want to lure us into the barn on our own? Orin, obviously. Let's take that level. Yes, we're going cleric this level. We have access to level 4 spells. I'm going to... ditch remove curse and add freedom of movement. There we go. And we are nearing the level cap of 12. As it is, we're all level 10 at the moment. I think I'm going to leave the episode here, because it's past 2 in the morning, and I should try and get some sleep before I have to get up. So, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and thank you very much for watching. Cheerio everyone.